What's going on? I'm at the computer right now getting things set up for our music show, which will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on all three of our channels: my channel, YR's channel, and Ark Noise Stroker Beans channel. And tonight, we're going to be doing part one of a two-part discussion. Tonight, we're going to be talking about songs singing about for and against drugs. We'll be discussing the praising drugs like pills, speed, marijuana. That's majority of the drug people like to sing about. And we're also going to be talking about songs that stand against drugs. So definitely tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on all three of our channels, as I mentioned. And the following night, Thursday evening, we'll be taking a look at songs about alcohol. And there are probably a lot more songs about that than there are about drugs. I may be wrong. Who knows? Definitely tune in on both programs, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on all three of our channels. Definitely tune in, listen, and learn. Well, the big talk in the wrestling world, as you'll know, is that Braun Strowman has officially come back to the WWE. He made his return this past Monday Night Raw. His beard is a little bit shorter than it was previously, up to his, not really departure, but his dismissal from the company. In fact, he's not the only one that's made a comeback to that company there. Karrion Kross is back, along with his fiancée, the lovely Scarlett Bordeaux. Johnny Gargano has made its comeback as well. And I guess credit where credit is due to Paul Michael Levesque, aka Triple H, aka The Game, aka the Sabril Assassin, aka Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Since he became head of creative after Vince McMahon's departure from the company, long while back there, Levesque has been really making a lot of changes for the company. Reportedly, he's been bringing back some superstars who've been let go by the company, like the ones I just mentioned. And there's possibly talk of him bringing back possibly Bray Wyatt back into the mix. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe already signed, sealed, and delivered, and we're just waiting for the right moment for him to show up. The question now is, will he be as the Fiend or the Southern cult leader? We'll have to wait and see there. Or he may come up with an absolute new gimmick that'll probably blow everybody's minds away. And I also noticed on Twitter just now that Triple H has now been appointed CCO, meaning Chief Creative Officer, meaning he's now taken full step into doing all creative know-how and stuff. Now, there's also talk that possibly the NXT logo, which used to be black and yellow, which later became this multicolored, whatever it's called it's a bunch of purplish and blue type colors in the background with the NXT logo in darkest navy blue. A lot of people criticize that particular logo. Well, talk is that it may go back to its original logo now that Triple H is in charge. Now, the only thing they need to go along with these is some intensive, shocking storylines. Storylines are going to throw everybody into a loop that's going to make everybody go, what the? That's what they really need. It doesn't have to be vulgar. It doesn't have to be explicit. It could be like some episodes of Law and Order SVU, where one of the most ironic and strangest things can occur throughout the whole storyline. That's the only thing it needs now, you know? And you got to give it up to Triple H. You got to give it up to the dude. The man lives and breathes, talks, sleeps, eats, showers wrestling. Obviously. He knows the business from start to finish. He knows it like the back of his hand. I guess what he wants to do is correct many of the mistakes that Vince McMahon made. Starting with all the releases, all the people that were let go during the pandemic, and the other releases that occurred afterwards. I mean, how many people were bitching and screaming over Bray Wyatt being let go from the company, to the point where people were shouting out, "We want Wyatt! We want Wyatt!" And this was during the taping of Monday Night Raw when this happened. I know JD from NY praised the fact that Vince McMahon is gone, because he's been critical about the product that Vince has been putting out under his direction. And speaking of Vince, I heard from only one source so far that possibly Vince McMahon may be developing some Alzheimer's or dementia. If this is so, feel free to let me in the comments below. We don't know what Vince McMahon is doing now, but there was a photo of him hand in hand with some female on some night on the town or something like that. And which leads me to another question. Are Vince and his wife Linda still together? If so, I would be very, very shocked, knowing the amount of sexual allegations that were leveled against Vinnie Wack throughout the years. I mean, I remember back in around the 80s their first female referee, who went under the ring name Rita Marie, she filed a suit against Vince, claiming that Vince sexually harassed her in his office, tried to force himself upon her, needless to say. Now, we'll have to wait and see what comes afterwards there. I would like to check out Monday Night Raw, see how it's doing so far, but unfortunately, my job schedule prevents that from happening. So, as always, I have to rely on the highlights from YouTube and Facebook. Now, I'm going to close out with another rumor that I heard from a couple of insiders. That possibly, maybe, Chris Jericho may be coming back to the WWE when his contract expires. Of course, the contract being with AEW. And if that occurs, Tony Khan, AEW's president and owner, he better come up with some game plans to keep his company going there. Because what I understand, the ratings have not been that good. And I guess, if I understand, Kenny Omega may be the only real mega star that company has been leaning on to keep that company afloat. Now, I don't want AEW to fall under like WCW did. What happened with that company was heartbreaking as well. In terms of the management, the storylines, last minute changes, you name it. I'm not the one to make that call there, so all I can do is sit back and watch and wonder. Either way, let me know in the comments below what you thought about what I just said there. And while we're at it, I'm going to upload me a remix of my recent techno set. I completed it late last night, and I'm going to work on uploading it right now. All I need now is a thumbnail for, of course, obviously, for you to click on there. Okay, I'm Dr. Earl. Subscribe to my channel, hit that like button and notification bell. I'll see you later on tonight. Bye bye.